set up, it's all personal preference. Some people like to set up off their front foot, some people like to set up off their back foot, as long as you're comfortable. And one important thing, I don't recommend doing this in front of other people because they'll probably make fun of you, but once you get set up, I want you to hold the golf ball over your nose, and I want you to drop it. If it hits the golf ball, where you're standing in that position is being over the golf ball. You're going to allow yourself to make a better stroke taking it straight back and taking it straight through. Does that make sense?
Sure.
If you are too far away from the golf ball, in this position here, you're going to have a much more rounded arc. And in doing so, just like the actual swing, if you take it too far to the outside, there's two things that are going to happen. One, you're going to come through and you're going to get stuck and you're going to push it out to the right. The second one is you're going to overcompensate. Your wrist and your hands are going to get involved, and then you're going to pull it to the left. Does that make sense?
Sure.
By you standing over the golf ball and doing that little nose drop, like I said, don't do it in front of other people, especially ladies.
It's just us four knuckleheads choosing anyway.
But by doing so, you're allowing yourself to stand over the golf ball, and all you're going to do is rock your shoulders. It's just like a pendulum on a grandfather clock.
Okay.
Too small of a club, too small of a ball, and too small of a target to have any unnecessary movements involved. Right? There's two main mistakes. One, Judge, you already talked about pulling the ball to the left. Yeah. Excuse me. If your right foot is my target, if I happen to follow the golf ball, if you think about it, if you're going to follow the golf ball, your head's going to move. If my head moves to the left, where does my body go? If my head goes to the right, where does my body go? If it goes up, if it goes down, my body follows with it. If you follow the golf ball, and I'm going toward Judge's foot here, where's the ball go? It goes to the left of his target. Just the opposite, if you happen to peek or watch the golf ball, as you come through and look, his right shoulder comes up and it opens the club face. Or the left shoulder comes up and opens the club face. Where's the ball go? Right to the right. For example, aiming at your foot there, Judge. Yep. All right, like I said, it's too small of a club, too small of a ball, too small of a target to have any unnecessary movement. If I'm going for your foot, Judge, and I'm over the golf ball, my goal, less back, more forward, and I'm just going to listen for that ball to hit the bottom of the cup. Make sense? Sure. It seems weird, even if you're at a hole this close. I know you can see it in your peripheral vision. Everybody can see it. But it's still detrimental. You need to make sure you're watching where that golf ball is, and you're listening for it to hit the bottom of the cup. You're giving yourself the best opportunity to hit it where you want it and how far you want it. Now question, which do you think is more important, distance or direction?
Direction.
Judge?
I'd say, wow, distance is so important. Direction, as far as I'm concerned, for me, direction is probably more important.
Okay. Joey, what do you think? Okay.
Direction.
Okay. So we get two distance, two direction. Sounds like going right down the middle.
Okay.
They're both equally important.
Sure.
They're both equally important, but distance is more important.
Oh.
If I'm going for Judge's putter, and I've got absolute perfect line, but I leave it 25 feet short, what good is that?
Sure. Makes sense.
If I'm offline and aiming for my 3-foot radius, and I get the right distance, but I'm a little bit to the right, it's a lot easier to 2-putt that than it is to 2-putt this.
Sure.
Right?
Yep.
So for your end goal of your 2-putt, distance is very, very important. Direction, equally as important, but not as necessary as the distance.
Got it.
Make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I'm going to set you guys up on 4 different stages. This one here, I want you to come up with some sort of pre-shot routine. Whatever you were to do on the golf course, I want you to do it every single time, aiming for this particular hole here, whether it's picking out your spot, lining up the golf ball, making some practice strokes. Whatever you feel comfortable doing, I want you to consistently do it over and over again. When you're on the golf course, if you do something different in regards to your routine every time, do you expect to do the same thing with your swing every time? Probably not. So that's going to incorporate with the short game. to iron play, to woods, to the overall golf game of being consistent every time. The station behind you gentlemen here with the 3 tees, we're going to start with the golf ball in the middle. The tees behind the golf ball, that's how far you're going to take the putter back, and you're going to push the putter through the tees in front of the center tee. That's, like I was talking about before, making the stroke going left back, more forward. Keeping your putter moving towards your intended target, or towards the hole. Back in middle school and high school, we all learned in physics class, the body in motion tends to stay in motion. Right? Same thing equates here. If I'm going through Joey's feet, and I make a stroke, too many people take it back far, and stop, and it doesn't go anywhere. If I'm going for Joey's feet, if I keep that putter moving towards his feet, I didn't make a big backstroke, so look how far the ball is. Just keep going. That's what that's going to help you guys with here. The station down all the way to the left,